your answers are very much close to each other, but in different variables. In one group, the matches, in other group, the paper. Okay, so a while ago, two of your classmates defines what matter is. And one of the answer is it has state. That is correct. Who can give me one state? Okay, Sophia, what is it? Very good, solid. Okay, Lily, what is it? Very good, liquid. And the last one? Amazing. Yes, it's gas. And did you know that matters also changes in matter may occur when a force or energy applied in an object? For example, here. Earlier, I teared this paper, right? What's the changes in it? Very good. It became smaller, and the texture, if you if you if you touch the texture where I cut it off, it becomes rough, right? Then the uncut one, it is smooth. Okay. The next one is I will be reading some of our lessons and examples. So that one is, what change did you notice? Very good. It became smaller. And why do you think so? Why did it became so small than its original size? Amazing. That is correct. It is because you exerted force for it to be transformed into pieces. But I only cut the half of it, the two of it. So I tear it with my two hands. It will never cut into pieces when no one is cutting it, right? That is obviously right. So how about a lighted matches? What change did you notice? Correct. It became black. The color of it becomes black, and it becomes it becomes powdery, right? So, for a reward, I will give you a superb. You did it. And the last one is super work. So all of you exerted effort, that's why I'll be giving you a reward. It will be a bonus. It will be a bonus points on our upcoming quiz. I, oh, I'll just unpost this so that we won't be interrupted. So did you know that I just mentioned it earlier that our lesson is about physical and chemical change. So now we will define the difference of chemical and physical change. So I have here an example. I have here an example where it has the definition and the examples. to you. So when we say physical change, the word itself, physical, physical. Physical change is also called as reversible change, wherein the resulting element can be opposing into the object before. Changes that can be reversed. It can be reversed like an ice, or I mean like a water that turns into ice. If the ice melts, it turned into water, right? It's reversible. It's like it's somewhat like a cycle, I say. So here are the examples. Physical change are the examples of logs changed into wood chip, and we have a fruit sliced into pieces. We have a big rocks changed into small rocks. We have water changed into ice. Like what I example earlier, the ice and the water. Then ice or water change into into a water vapor. Okay. So for an own example from me, your teacher Elaine, is that physical change are like external, right? It's external. Like if I have what are the example of physical change in human? Um. Uh. I don't know. Maybe that is maybe this are the proper apply in of physical change, the proper examples of physical change. I cannot think of what physical change are in human. Next is the chemical change. Chemical change, it is the internal makeup of the object changes. It is a non-reversible change. We cannot bring it back to its original form. Like the tear paper, like the burned matches, we cannot bring it back into its original. The burned paper, the burned matches, we cannot bring it back to its original form because it is non-reversible. So the best examples in chemical change are rust in irons, burned object, spoiled food. Just like the spoiled food, like a spoiled apple. For example, a spoiled apple. We cannot change that because it is non-reversible. It is already spoiled. That's it. So, shall we move on to our next topic? I mean, next example of physical and chemical change. Okay. So, according to my research, it says that, I'll read it for you. When we say physical change, the internal makes up the molecules and it stays the same, even after the change. Only its form changes, only the form, the external, okay? The internal makes up the object. Just like the paper I turn into pieces, only the size and shape change, but not its internal component. Physical change is also called reversible change, wherein the resulting element can be opposite in the object before. Changes that can be reversed. So take a look at this picture. Here, the solid liquid water. Do you think the ice, what properties the ice? Very good. It is solid. And it is reversible, right? It is one of the best example of physical change. The ice turns into water, into liquid. Liquid and water. It turns into that. And when it freezes, it turns into solid. It turns into ice. That is